Guys, Mark Goldberg here from Mark Vlogs Watches with a quick word for your friend and mine, Archie Luxury, Paul Pluta, AC3, Archibald Chesterfield III. You know, he invented the quick wristwatch check, and the rest of us on YouTube, well, we just stole it. Help keep Archie full-time on YouTube by liking this video, watching this video, tell your fuckhead friends, and make sure to subscribe to his Patreon. And now, Archie Luxury.
Hi guys, Paul Pluta on the Paul Pluta channel. Today doing paid reviews. Paid reviews keep me full-time on YouTube. Guys, today I want to do a paid review. This is JU9. And before we do that, let's do a quick wristwatch check. And I'm wearing the two-tone Daytona. And I got to tell you guys, I started off the day wearing my world time, which was a nice change. And I got to tell you, in all honesty, I went out for lunch, and I went to this Thai restaurant, which was quite nice, and they seated me. And the fucking table that I get's got this fucking concrete thing. So I almost banged my world time into this fucking concrete thing. You think, fuck. Out of all the tables, I'm the only table that had this fucking concrete sort of sculptor thing. So I thought, fuck. I put on my Daytona. Not that I wouldn't want to bang the Daytona. I mean, fuck. Murphy's Law. Okie dokie. Let's have a look at this here. This is JU9. This is a paid review. This is for Stuart. Hey Paul, love the honesty and straight shooting info on your channel. Keep it up. Question: looking to add another Rolex to the fold and wanted your thoughts on customized Rolexes, in particular Artisans de Geneva. I really like their work, however, would you stick to factory standard Rolexes? I currently have a Submariner date, 16610, paid £3,000, that's great British money. Boxed, no papers, over 10 years ago, so that's been a win. Also have a Milgauss GV Blue, very, very nice, great watch. Blue dial, which I got from an AD before the price rise and with a slight discount. On the list for a Pepsi GMT, but we'll see when that appears. Yeah, I don't think so. Always had a soft spot for watches and swapped and traded a few many years ago when shit was easier to get. Let me know your thoughts. Stuart from Melbourne, Australia. Well, okay, he's talking British pounds. I thought he would have been in England. Okay. So, what do I think of this? So let's talk about this in general here. He's talking about work by Artisans de Geneva. What do I think, and what would I do? Now, this is actually an interesting concept. Artisans de Geneva. I have heard of them before. They basically get stock Rolexes, and they customize them into classics. How do I put this? It's like, let me put it into a car analogy. It's like buying the latest model Mercedes-Benz SL and making it's modern, but it's like a 1950s Gullwing 300 SL Mercedes. And it's kind of funky. Kind of funky as fuck. The 300 SL Mercedes, just out of interest there, one magazine I really do enjoy is Classic, Mercedes-Benz Classic, which just featured a beautiful 300 SL, not a Gullwing, this was a Roadster that was actually in, believe it or not, in Japan. Been with the same family. Very, very interesting read. Okay, let's getting back to the question at task there. Look, I had a look at some of the work that Artisans de Geneva does there, and look, it looks very, very nice work they do indeed. However, it's like a lot of these moddings. There was a quite a famous modder now who is called George Banford. George Banford. By the way, did you know he's actually related to JCB, the backhoe? You know, the industrial tractors and stuff like that. He's actually related to that family. And I got to tell you the truth. Banford used to do a lot of customization. They charged a massive premium. Their stuff wasn't cheap. I remember when they started off, they used to get second-hand Rolexes and then customize. Then they got new Rolexes and customize. They did a lot of work with PVD, which, I'm not, that's that vapor-coated black sort of, I never liked it. It's just never really been my cup of tea. Artisans is a little bit individual because they get a stock model and they turn it into kind of the classic. So what do I think? What do I think indeed? Look, generally speaking, I would say stay away. Stay away. Now that's not to criticize the work by Artisans de Geneva, because they actually, from looking at their website, the watches look pretty amazing. The problem is, if you wanted to then service it via Rolex, cannot be done. Rolex would kind of want to restore it back to how it was, which defeats the whole purpose. The other thing is Rolex actually is very, very against any sort of modding. They kind of hate that when people mod their stuff. And yeah, it's my own opinion on it is, look, if you are very wealthy and you've got 20 watches and you really, really want one of these Artisans de Geneva, fair enough. But if you've got a 3-watch collection, you've got 2 watches you're talking about, this will be a 3rd one, man, this is rich man's games. This is rich man's games. And I got to be honest with you, I don't like it. I don't like it. Okay, my own view is I don't like it. I mean, look, there's all sorts of modding takes place. You look at the day dates. They can fit aftermarket bezels. They can put diamonds on the and I got to be honest with you. I used to like it. But, oh wow, what a great idea! Get a basic one, then bling it out. But then hang on a minute. You think, oh shit, it's not original, not factory done. It's kind of cheesy. It's very kind of cheesy. So my view is, I think it's a rich man's hobby. It's not for poor people. It's not for people with 3 watches, okay? It's for someone who's got 15 to 20 watches and they don't give a shit. They think, oh yeah, I'll get it. The second-hand value, what's it like on these things? Well, traditionally, they're not really liked in the marketplace. Dealers like stock standard subs, stock standard Milgauss, stock standard Daytona. They don't want, I mean, it's kind of funky. Yeah, I get it. It's kind of funky, but you're going to have so much problems with Rolex if you'd ever needed to send it back for, I mean, who do you service it through? I suppose they would say you can service it through Artisans de Geneva. Okay, fair enough. I wouldn't do it. I think stick to standard, because the problem is you customize these things are very expensive, and is it really worth it? It's not. I'd be hesitant. As a dealer, I know dealers who are offered these things and they kind of cringe and they say, well, it's not worth anything more to me just because it's a Banford version or it's done this way. It's kind of, people pay exorbitant prices for them, and the biggest problem is Rolex. If something goes wrong, who do you service it through? And look, my honest opinion is, as I said there, if you're wealthy and you've got quite a substantial collection, okay, maybe buy one. But if you've just got 3 watches, and let's be honest there, reading your letter, Stuart, you don't sound that well off. you talk about you bought this one for £3,000 and you got a Z. Okay, well, that's great. That's great. You got a nice little collection, but you're not in the league to play with this Exotica. Now, that's not to mean you couldn't buy one. If you really, really want one, you can do whatever the fuck you want. A man can't tell another man what to do with his money. But in my opinion, I don't think I would do that. Okay, I don't think I would do that. I would be staying with what you've got. Just buy stock standard ones. They're tradable. They're just easy to get in or out. It's a rich man's game. So there you go. I don't hate the work they do. Mind you, Rolex is fiercely against it. Just remember that. They are fiercely against that sort of shit. Unless you're... Yeah, I've spoken. The pontiff has spoken. So whether you listen to me or don't, it's up to you. So there you go, guys. I'm Paul Pluta. It's a paid review. Remember, guys, like, subscribe, and tell your fuckhead friends. And until next time, fuckers, don't forget paid reviews, $50 US. And until next time, ciao, fuckers.
Oh. Hey, Archie Luxury fans. If you're into luxury, then you got to be into 66 Buick Rivieras. Check out my son and I, Alex, as we restore this beautiful 66 Buick.
Neighbors are having a picnic, you know, having fun and stuff. Me, I'm doing cars. It's what I've done my whole life.
Hey guys, it's Paul Pluta. I'm the method actor who plays Archibald Chesterfield III. Guys, I want to have a quick talk to you. Do you need to sell a wristwatch? Do you want to sell a piece for reinvestment? Do you have too many watches? Well, guys, I'm here to tell you that my good friends at Sydney and Brisbane Vintage Watch Co. are looking for quality wristwatches for their store. Now, Ronnie has instructed me to tell you guys that he is paying more than other dealers. That's correct. he pays top prices for quality pieces. So guys, if you've got a Rolex you want to sell, or a Patek, or anything, you want to sell a wristwatch, give the guys at Vintage Sydney, it's Vintage Watch Co. Give them a call. That's right, guys. They're paying good prices. They've always been very, very fair to me. And I got to tell you, they are nice people to do business with. I'm just trying to find their card here. Where the hell did I put it? Look, ask for Ronnie in Brisbane, or Philip in Sydney. That's correct. They will look after you. Tell them Archie sent you. That's right. Tell them Archie sent you. They're paying top prices. That's correct. Brisbane and Sydney. Vintage Watch Co. Your premium place to sell watches. Tell me, guys, this is for you. Tell them Archie sent you, and they will give you extra keen pricing.